Alright, what is up boys and girls, welcome back to another video. As we can see, we are taking a look at Verasity here on the daily time frame. I've removed all of my drawings. I'm just going to walk through basically my thoughts on the analysis. This is on the daily time frame, as you can see here. Really, all that's really been happening over the past, you would say 2 years really, is that we've been heading down for a long time, hadn't we, underneath this bear market resistance like this, really not gaining any kind of traction from this big downtrend that we were in. You can see here, obviously, we were coming down at these various big points here looking for a little bit of support. You could say that there's a bit of a support slash resistance in this area here. Roughly speaking, this previous level of support where we had this big pump, retracement, and then the overextension. Coming back down, we tried to find some support in this area, just fell right through it, continued to the downside, but you can see here we've obviously come back up into this area, which also happens to be around that 1 cent level, which is obviously a big psychological support and resistance for Verasity as well. And you can see here, we basically come down here, we broke the bear market resistance, and we ran up and found that psychological level, as you can see quite clearly here. And then since then we have got a little bit of a rejection and coming down to find a new kind of area of support, you would say around that 1/4 of a cent level, which we've been at for a while here. And you can see overall, over the past few months since the start of the year, we always had that big pump to break out of the downtrend, which was nice to see, but we ran into that resistance there, which was that previous level of support in the bull market, now flipped into resistance and a psychological resistance as well. And you can see since then really we've been heading down, looking something like this basically. A little bit of a, you know, potential descending wedge situation that I think really we have just been heading down like this for a good while. As you can see, we are coiling up, losing volume as well. If I turn the volume on this chart, I've got it hidden for some reason, but you can see obviously really big spike of volume going into this level here, and then since then we've been trickling to the downside, losing volume and momentum, just like we were here when we were heading down. You know, you could argue in a big descending wedge, something similar to this. You can see since the bull market here, really we've just been heading down, losing volume and interest, just like we've been doing here. This massive spike followed by this continued downtrend and loss of interest and volume. And really, I mean, it's looking like we are going to be having a very nice break to the upside soon, in my opinion. You can see really we are starting to scoop, and really, you know, looking like we are getting a nice little bit of support being made in this area. We had a little bit of a test of the downside here for Verasity going down previously here over the past few days, but really it just got bought straight back up at these levels. We're still just going sideways. The whole market right now looking very boring. The market makers, as it were, trying to shake people out of their cryptos by making things excessively boring rather than excessively scared. And a quick look at the Fibonacci from the bull market high down to this current low. You can see we've pretty much got a perfect, you know, break of that bear market resistance, coiling up, and then getting the 1, 2, 3 extension out of that descending wedge would take us up to around 2 cents at that 618 Fibonacci, which I think would be a really good target. So those have been my thoughts on the chart for today, guys. Really very simple macro outlook. These are areas that I'm personally buying at, not financial advice of course, but I've been accumulating Verasity for a long time now, and I do think this is a crypto that is going to do very well in the long term. I think this is technically looking very nice on the charts as well, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen next. So as always, thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, get involved in the content, and I'll catch you in the next video.